What's up, everybody? Welcome back to 573 Outdoors. Tonight we're going to be discussing everything I will be using for the 2021-2022 bow season. We're going to go everything from some new stuff to stuff that we've had that we're going to actually use, all sorts of stuff. So let's go ahead and hop up in it. First thing we're going to talk about is basically the game plan for this hunting season. So we're still going to have the Up North series. I'm going to be doing that for a very long time. So that's going to be mainly where my, I'll be hunting stands that are already set, all that kind of stuff. When I'm not up north, I'll be doing a lot of public land hunting this year. The family farm just is not panning out the way that I kind of hope, So we're going to kind of put that on the back burner. May hunt that late season with Sarah, maybe get a doe or something, but we need to start putting some bucks on the ground. So I'm going to hit 2 pieces of public that I know pretty well, pretty hard all season. So let's go over what I'll be using in the field. First things first, climbing sticks. I will be using the Muddy Pro climbing sticks. A pretty good stick. I mean, I never really used any other kind of sticks. We'll see how it goes this year and maybe we'll upgrade next year. If you do use these sticks and there's anything that you do different that maybe like a little cheat or a little cheat code, let me know in the comments. Like I said, I used these a little bit last year and liked them so for the most part, so that's what we're going to be using. Muddy Pro sticks. And everything that you'll see will be in the description. If you feel free to go over to Amazon and check it out. Muddy Pro stick. Next thing will be broadheads. This year we're going with a little bit different. Last year I shot kill zones. This year I'm going to shoot swackered, and more specifically the Levi Morgan's 100 grain 2-inch cut. So honestly, I'm just shooting these really just to try them out. Haven't heard anything bad about it. Levi Morgan swackered broadhead. So what will be behind that broadhead, I will be shooting a gold tip 300 Hunter arrow. Like I said, we'll be running 100 grain broadheads. Steve over at Mo Archery got me on these. Honestly, I've been shooting some of them for 3D season, and I like the way they fly, so we're gonna keep rolling with those. The only thing that I still have to get for these is a light knock, so we will have to get those. Let me know what color you think. I've always heard it's got green or red is the best for on camera, so we'll probably go with green or red, but if you use it like a wacky color, let me know. Next, you guys have already seen it, but the bow we'll be shooting Athens Summit 7. I got this earlier this year. Still super excited. This will be the first year I've ever shot single pin. The single pin is a True Glow single pin. Q80 drop away rest. So really looking forward to shooting this season. Hopefully we can put a buck down on the ground. Now this is where we're gonna get into the new stuff. So as you may see up in this area, this is my stand. We're going with a tree saddle this season. Honestly, from everybody from the hunting public to Chris B, all these guys are using saddles. These guys have camera guys. I don't. And this is the main reason I went to a tree saddle, was because I never have a cameraman. Almost impossible for me to solo film and carry around a climber. And I could have bought a portable, but like I said, I carried around a pretty small climber last year and I still found it pretty hard to stay quiet in some of the terrain that I hunt in. So this is the tethered Phantom. I've got everything. I've been playing with it. Got a video coming out soon on, kind of using it for the first time. So far, I think it's gonna work really well. Been shooting with it with the bow, out of the saddle, trying to get comfortable. So hopefully we don't have any mistakes on that. But tethered Phantom. This is the new addition for this season. Then is the pack. So as you can see on top, I've got my tethered platform. This is the platform that comes with tethered. It's not the XL. I just got the regular one. So honestly, first impressions, stable, small and compact, which is what I want. So as we get to the pack, newer pack, I've actually had it for a while, but I just never used it. My old pack was like a fanny pack, but it also turned into a backpack. I wanted something more sturdy to hold all the new camera equipment and the tree arm and all that stuff. And I wanted this front pouch to be able to hold the platform. As we're going around on the pack, it's got this little pocket up here. It's got a rifle sling for some reason. I don't know why. Even lower on the bottom, got a little zip pouch. It's where I got the cleaning tools, the knife, the gut hook, the saw, stuff like that for when you process the animal. Before we get into the pack, on the side is the new camera arm. Still went with the Muddy. I just upgraded, got just a little bit bigger version of the Muddy. Also got a Vertizoom for the new camera, which you'll see here in a second. But just being able to be, hands off with that camera, which is gonna be fantastic. So there's that. As we get into the actual bag, so we'll be running 2 cameras at all time. We'll be running the main camera, and then we'll run a secondary angle, which is going to be our Nikon D3500, which I'm filming on it now. The main camera is going to be a Canon G20 that I picked up on Facebook. For a lot of you guys out there that want to get into filming, and if you don't want to start off with a cheaper handy cam and you want to get something a little bit more, if you have more experience with cameras and you want to start a little bit on the next level, and you don't want to spend that next level money, I would highly recommend. There's a Facebook group out there called Self-Filming Hunting Camera Gear. You just type in those and they'll come up. But this is where I've gotten quite a bit of camera gear, even for bow fishing. Like I said, we've got the Canon G20 with the Canon microphone for it. We do have some lapel mics. We may use that this year. May use that a little bit this year, but I don't know yet. But I've already filmed a little bit with this at the R100. Liked the zoom on it. Nice little step up. The next thing, Big Daddy. This is the Muddy tree arm. So this is what we'll be connecting to the tree and putting the arm in. Or this is the bracket, the mounting bracket. Wanted something really sturdy. Another reason I wanted to get one more along this level is the adjustability it is within the level of, with the angles of the tree. The one we had last year, the only thing that it had was that little screw to where you can kind of push it off the tree a little bit. With this one, I have total control, with these levers, left to right tilt, and then this little wheel to push it away from the tree. Been playing with that. I'm having a little bit problem with that just because it's a lot more weight than what I'm used to with the old Muddy. We'll get used to that, but I'm not too worried about it. Bow hanger, we'll always have that. Here we got a couple smaller tree hangers. I don't know if we're gonna use this because we did get the tethered version. We'll have to see if those will actually become used. But then the last thing we've got here is our secondary camera angle camera arm. You just screw this in the tree, then you screw the camera to this, and you can move the camera. So that's what we'll be using for our secondary angle. We used it last year, and honestly, in some cases, like if I was ground hunting and didn't want to use so much, like I didn't want to pack all this, I just brought this and kind of kept it over my head like this. That way, the deer's coming this way, I could turn the camera this way, and then when it's coming, click record, and then get it. So this is a really, really nice little tool. Honestly, you can use this for like your main camera arm if you really wanted to, and it's cheap. Alan makes this. And I mean, honestly, I think I paid maybe 10 bucks for it. Pretty cheap. But like I said, this is what we'll be using for the 2021-2022 bow season. As far as deer on the hit list, I haven't pulled cameras yet, so I don't know what's going on anywhere. Gonna be another blind year, but hopefully we can put a buck down this year. This is what I'm really hoping. My goal for this year is to put a buck down on camera. Whether I shoot it or Sarah shoots it or somebody else shoots it, little secret for you guys. We won't spoil it yet. We'll wait. But like I said, hope you all enjoyed this episode. Remember, if you like these videos, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you all next time. Have a good evening.